Today, what I really want to talk about is what I've learned on YouTube so far. I really want us to grow together and just like become the best versions of ourselves together. And I think that if I had continued just living my daily life and my normal routine, I wouldn't have learned what I learned already so early on. Hello, and welcome to day 5 of isolation and week 2 of daily vlogs. The time now is 16:41, so it is 20 minutes to 5. This is my first clip for the day, which goes against the routine that I've been following for the last 2 weeks. Today is Tuesday, so I've now been vlogging for roughly 10 days. I do think it's fitting that I'm doing something a little bit different this time for a number of reasons. One being that because I'm doing daily vlogs and because I have COVID and I'm in isolation, it means that for the past 5 days, you've just been seeing me drinking coffee, eating, working, and walking around my apartment. And I do realize that that can be boring, yes, and repetitive, but also fitting because I think this video marks my first big learning from YouTube, and that's kind of what I want to share today. The reason I decided to start daily vlogging is because I usually live a very outgoing lifestyle. I'm on the road all the time, and I really just wanted to introduce people to Cape Town. I wanted to show you the insight into what my average day of like running my business is like, how often I work, the hours, what type of work I do, client meetings, that kind of stuff. And so that's the part of my life that I really wanted to show. But of course, now that I've kind of been here and sort of just chilling, it's given me a lot of time to think, which has been good, because I think that if I had continued just living my daily life and my normal routine, I wouldn't have learned what I learned already so early on. I probably would have only figured this out, maybe months down the line. So as they say, everything happens for a reason, and the more you follow me, the more you'll realize that I am a very spiritual person. And I wholeheartedly believe that, along with what is meant for you will be yours, and nothing can take it away from you. So today, what I really want to talk about is what I've learned on YouTube so far in this very short sort of 1.5 weeks of filming and uploading, etc. And then also how I'm going to be switching up my content slightly and what I'm going to try over the next few weeks. Of course, this is a journey, as with any other journey in life. You live and you learn, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to teach you everything as I learn it. And so one of the biggest things I realized is that I don't really have a purpose for my channel. How this came about was literally because someone said to me, hey, you live a really interesting life. Your life is always busy. You're always doing lots of things. You should film it and put it on YouTube. And of course, I was like, okay, cool. Let's do that. I don't think that that's good enough. I've been doing quite a bit of research yesterday and today, and I've been thinking a lot. And I'm realizing that I need to know exactly why I'm here. And you need to know exactly why you're here, and that can only come from having purpose. And so I think that what I really want my channel to be about, I definitely want to continue vlogging. I love the vlogging style. I love the informalness. I love just being very authentic and very open and honest, because that's also my personality, like just as a human being, and I would love for that to come through on my channel. What I really want to get across is a lot of my business stuff, because my life is so work and business focused. And so what I think I'm going to do now is, yes, show you my day-to-day life, and yes, if I'm in isolation, show you what I'm cooking. And I can still continue doing that, but what I really want to showcase is what goes into like graphing And if you don't know that word, if you're not Afrikaans or like South African or colored or whatever, it's literally like the colored Afrikaans South African word for hustling. And like that's what I am. I'm a hustler. I've always been like, I work super fucking hard. I work long hours, you know, and I've built my business to a really decent point. Like, I'm very proud of where we are. I'm very proud of our team. I'm very proud of our clients. I'm very proud of, you know, how much we've grown in terms of revenue, in terms of brand awareness, in terms of market share, in terms of just reputation, the types of projects, the types of clients we get to work on. Like, compared to when I started out, we've really grown so much. And so what I really want this channel to be about is showcasing that and giving people a real insight into like what actually goes into running a business, you know, and my learnings, and yeah, just the things that I'm struggling with on a day to day, because there are so many of them. From learning how to manage my finances to learning how to lead a team, you know, that has been something really big for me. Learning how to separate myself from the business, learning how to be kinder to myself, like all of these things that I never really knew I wanted to showcase on this channel, because I was like, oh cool, I'm just gonna make videos of me like eating good food and going to pretty places, which I'll still do, but now I just feel like I know what it is that I want to achieve. And so I guess my first learning, and what I really want to get out of this video and telling you this very long, like almost 10-minute story of my experience, is that if you are starting a YouTube channel, and yes, I know that I might still be small, and yes, I know that I just started my channel like 2 weeks ago, but if you want to start a YouTube channel, just really take some time thinking about what it is that you want to achieve, you know. And I learned something very interesting today, which was that vlogging is not a channel type, it's a recording and editing style, you know. And that for me just really changed it all, because I am an entrepreneur, I am a businesswoman, and a very good one at that, if I might add, you know. And I say that in the most humble way possible. And I just want to get all of that across through vlogging style. And that's what my channel is about. So point is, once again, sorry, I often ramble like this. Point is that if you're starting a YouTube channel, think about the purpose behind your channel and what it is that you really want to achieve with it. And make sure that you have like, you just have a strategy and a reason for being here, because I didn't have that, and I think I have that now, and it will completely shift and change the way that I think about filming, the way that I think about editing, you know, what I film, how I edit, the music I choose, all of those types of things, how I title my videos, how I make my thumbnails, you know, because yes, maybe I'm going through isolation, but now my channel will be about what is isolation like for an entrepreneur. What does an entrepreneur go through when they have COVID? You know, how does having COVID affect your business? If I'm making videos about what I'm eating and you know, like the food I'm making, why am I eating this way? I'm eating this way because I'm so heavily focused on my business, as I've often spoken about before. And so it's like, okay, cool, what an entrepreneur eats in a week, you know, or whatever the case may be. But can you see how my focus has just shifted? And so I just thought that you know, today's video, instead of it being a vlog style, I really just wanted to sit down and talk to you, figure out what it is that I want to do, so that my future videos can just be better, and so that I can bring you quality content so that you want to stick around, because, you know, I really want you to stick around, and I really want us to grow together and just like become the best versions of ourselves together. And so yes, this is going to be my video for today. It's different, and I don't know if anyone is going to be interested in watching me talk for like 12 minutes, but it's worth a try, because that's the only way you learn, is by trying and failing. And then one day you'll see that you try and then succeed, and then it's going to be totally worth it. So yeah, until the next one, and until out of isolation, I'm going to continue drinking my Red Bull, because I really need the energy. Yes, thanks for listening to me, and I hope to continue growing with you. Please do subscribe. Do drop me a comment if you resonate with any of this. Um, and I look forward to getting to know you over the next while. Lots of love always. Bye. By the way, if anyone has a hookup at Red Bull, tell them to sponsor me because I spend so much money on the stuff, and honestly, like, yeah, I would love to just like get a case delivered or something.